Alrighty, just getting our chat moved across. Let's do this here. Lovely. That is that nicely. That's that nicely. And just waiting on our streamer bot to open up. And then that will be that nicely as well. So we should have chat boxes there for the whole load of them. Once this actually does decide to load, that is. Takes a little second. Huh. Let's try it again. Streamer. Let's open up our multi-stream chat anyway. So, we're in Valentine. We got a little bit. Hey, there we go. It's loading now. So, right. We are going to hop onto our horse and head on back. So, let's grab this here. Just rearranging my windows here. That fella apparently guarantees. Drag this across and voila. This should be us. Yep, there we go. Lovely stuff. So, story missions. We're gonna go do some of them. Because our whole thing is let's try and beat the story. And I realize as I'm doing this, you can kind of hear the music or the button presses. Yes. Autosaves are enabled. And over we'll go. Can we make it down this path? It looks like we can. Lovely stuff. So we're heading over this here way and we're going back to our camp because we have some story missions to do. Side missions, we can figure all that out after we complete the game. But we're just going to try and get through the game a little bit at a time. It's a stranger mission. Doesn't matter that much. We're gonna head up here and see what we got. Okay, so that there just leads off like that. If we take this path, will this lead us down? Is a mighty good question, in fact. Oh, probably down and then up. That sounds like, yep. There we go. Right. Now we can go start off some missions. So, sure. Let's go talk to Hosea. And we're going hunting.
Wanna go hunting?
What are you hunting? An elephant?
I wish. No. I saw a huge bear.
Yes,
One of the
huge
biggest
bear.
I ever
That's a
saw.
safe thing to
Carried
hunt.
Nearly 1,000 pounds.
My God. You need me to come with you.
Of course. Let's go.
Well, where are we heading exactly?
Up near the Dakota River. Might take a day or two.
I could do with a break from this place.
Oh, me too. It's been a rough couple of weeks. You need anything?
I don't think so. I got all I need.
Let's go then.
Alrighty.
Still ain't replaced Boda C.
So, remove the saddle.
I like this horse.
There's nothing wrong.
Oh.
And the stables always have the best one.
Is this the new one?
I guess you're right.
And saddle up.
Okay, boy. Here you go.
Okay. You know what? I do kind of like this one though.
See if you can get your leg over that brute.
It is a big horse is the thing.
All right, let's head into town. No bar fights.
And items. Okay, so we can't really
About that.
do anything there just yet.
We're heading out. Might be gone a couple of days. They got a good range of horse tack at the Valentine stables.
Okay, we can do that.
I used to have a real nice one. Here
So this is going to be the equivalent of like the Los Santos Customs,
Balloon in Deer Creek.
I'm guessing.
Remember now, just about. That turned into a long day.
Yes. Remember? Mac went crazy.
Okay.
Threatened to kill the whole town. And Davey was
Love the
got so
cutscenes in
cold we
this.
left him there, came back
Definitely
the
not
next
just
day and he woke
something
up,
that
started
drags on.
drinking again.
They need a skip trip feature for all the impatient people like me.
Jenny too.
That would be a
She
dead
had
handy
to
thing.
slap That girl.
It must be pretty hard on Lenny. You could tell he was sweet on her.
Well, Lenny and Jenny could never have worked. That's like Arthur and Martha, or Bill and Phil.
Yeah, maybe you're
Wow.
right. Does feel a bit like our luck died with them, too.
Nonsense. We'll be all right. Just need some money to get back on our feet.
I hope so. You find a way to offload those Cornwall bonds yet?
Not yet. They're still very hot. Need to be done right. I have a couple of leads I'm looking into.
Oh, we're going off-road here.
Don't let that big bastard get the better of you there, Arthur.
He's all right.
Partner? Get
Oh,
clear.
really, Hosea? Really? That was embarrassing for him. You seriously couldn't have done a little better than that? Ayo!
Just up ahead.
How are you going? I do not know how to pronounce that. Apologies. But hopefully you're having yourself a wonderful Friday. And of course the classic, are you well? Because you're looking well. Wait, no, I need to take the horse into the saddle.
Get a few things
Into the
to
place.
clear out with.
Uh,
Back here in a bit.
yep. Okay, so this should hopefully be able to fix things up.
Hey, how can I help you?
In the market for a new horse? Something strong and fast?
Yeah, well, you're in the right place. I got some beauties in at the moment. Yeah. And what about this one here?
I'm looking rid of it, I'm guessing.
I show you.
You got papers?
No. No papers.
Well, of course, that's going to affect what I can pay. But your luck's in. I got a fella who's been looking for a decent workhorse like this for a while.
A workhorse, eh?
Pay a good
That
price.
does make sense.
Otherwise,
The
I
thing
can
is
always stable him here
gargantuan.
for you. Here, take a look.
So, sell or stable? I can sell it. 65 bucks is 65 bucks. Morgan, jeepers, oh. Really? This is actually my first, like, I guess, proper, full one. What should I name this horse? I've played up to chapter 3 before, I think, but yeah, relatively new to it overall. I'm gonna call the horse Hermes, because I was watching Futurama the other day, and I was like, yes, that works. So, there we go. Now, tack and services, we need this here sort of stuff. So, equipment, is this just aesthetic? I guess so. Pre-purchased. Nueva Paraíso. Sure, go for that there. Lovely. Saddlebags. Let's see. Name it Zitar. I don't quite know the reference, sadly. What should I paint this in? Ooh, I like charcoal. I like the upgraded charcoal one. Bedrolls, wool, padded, or canvas. Padded wool, and we're going to go for weathered ivory. That's a nice looking one. And okay, appearance, main. Oh, you can give it a haircut. Nice. You can dye its hair. Why would you possibly want to dye its hair? Oh my god, I could make it blonde. I could make this an emo horse. You seriously can make it an emo horse. Braid, mohawk, dreadlock. Yeah, no, I think just natural looks fine on that there. Tail. Maybe it's an Arabic name and it means time. Oh, like the herb? Alright. You know what? We're gonna braid the tail. That's what it's gonna be. It shall just be Hermes.
Got yourself a deal.
Hermes Conrad
I hope so.
will be our fellow.
Other than good animals. You have my word on that.
I'm hoping it's going to just be good at, like... Apparently you can colour the horse's hair. So if you wished, you could give it, like, if you had, like, a very pale white horse or something, you could give it, like, a sort of emo-y haircut thing. Although, sadly, it didn't have the option to have, like, the black hair with, like, the green stripe through that you used to see all of the time during the scene era of the things.
You got there? You happy?
I don't know. I'm guessing from that there you've played this game a few times. Let's stop bleeding and hop on to the horse.
Let's get going. We got quite a ride ahead of us.
It's... okay, the braided tail is kind of cool looking. I'm not gonna lie. It kind of reminds me of like the horses in Diablo 4, the way you can get one of them that has like the skeletal braiding on it. And it's got like a bone tail. And it's like, that's pretty cool. It's still mostly like normal looking, it's just the tail looks like a spinal column.
With you and John.
And it's just like, that's pretty cool.
Ain't it about
Can't do that, you sold your device.
It was a year.
Oh, like your console that you were playing on?
Goddamn
Was it?
I've spoken to him many times. He knows
Were you playing this on console and since sold the console?
I'm sure he
Don't know why you said, or do you mean horse?
off on
You
that
sold
kid.
horse, or do you mean game?
Code.
I don't know.
Knows that.
I'm very confused.
Gangster on
But also at the same time, I've been awake since like 8 a.m.
but it's done.
Well, no, I've been awake since before 8 a.m. Was awake at like 7:30. Woke up,
Nobody else.
lay, sat looking at memes and everything. Got up, went to work for the half day and everything. Although I was just working from home, but still staring at Microsoft Excel all day. That'll tire you out. That'll leave you tuckered. Xbox and PlayStation, nice. Same. I also have like a Switch, but I've left it in the office because I'm just like, okay, if I leave the Switch in the office, then at that point, people can play Mario Kart, because in our work we have a Mario Kart League going, where everyone can race on their lunch break, and they submit their best time for the time trial. And every other week the winner is chosen. They get to pick what the next track is. And there are some of them that I swear to God are insanely good. One of the guys has had points where he's maybe only like 2 seconds off a world record. And it's like, dear God almighty.
Let's loop around the
Like, I would love them to just set up like a capture card and just have like that constantly streaming, so that people could just like see the Mario Kart League stuff as it's being done. And it'd be like, yeah, that'd be pretty damn nifty. Thinking of buying, oh, like a jailbroken one or something, so you can play like chipped games and all. Could do. I find like the thing is, nowadays it's like for a lot of things more expensive to actually try and find stuff that you can then play pirated stuff on. Like, I haven't actually pirated software or anything in a long time, just because you have to go and like get a chipped PlayStation or a chipped Xbox or something, all that kind of stuff, and you're just like, yeah, that's a hell of a lot of work for, you know, being able to play pirated games and everything. Especially when, like, you wait a year, the average game nowadays goes on like 70% off or something. They really make them very cheap very quickly. So we got animal tracks leading up this way. Haha! There we go. Whoop. And we can hop on off. So that's our hunter's challenge, is horseback rabbit kills. Alright, a black-tailed jackrabbit. Okay, we'll stew that, but we can also go ahead and pick up the rabbit, and we'll stew it in the horse pack. There we go. I find a lot of the time I'm not playing as much online anyway. The game I play most online nowadays is Helldivers 2. Interact, the price of a hack is about 200 to 300. That is actually cheaper equivalents than, well, I suppose, like, if you're talking like a PS4 nowadays, like a PS4, you could maybe buy a second-hand one over here for about equivalent of, maybe you might be able to find one for about 200 bucks. Right. Weapon wheel, items, and campfire. Okay, so we're literally just sleeping here and cooking up rabbit. Okay.
I'm famished.
Cook that rabbit then.
But yeah, it's
Fine by me.
a lot of the stuff here is just pretty inexpensive compared to a lot of the other stuff. I find like the cost of a console itself nowadays is like the main big thing that there is that's expensive to do. So we do the plain, oh yeah, cook that there. So if we just hold it over the thing, that'll actually be it ready. And then we just eat.
No, I'm fine. I don't like eating this late.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's
After all that.
one little bit of food, and that's us. So apparently we're going to turn in, I guess. Thank you for the follow, I Show Speed Online. Nice. Hopefully you have plenty of speed that you show when you're playing things like Mario Kart, Forza Motorsport, all kinds of other ones. Greatly appreciated on the follow. Why did the... Oh, I don't have an alert box thing equipped. That's possibly why. That's probably why, in fact. But cheers. Muy apreciado.
Oh, give me a minute.
Coffee?
Hey, the label did actually update. If you have a gaming PC that's like decent sort of one, I would say Satisfactory. One incredibly fun one that I enjoy playing. It's like you make your own factory, you build it up and everything, and then you're able to automate a lot of stuff out. It's one of those games, a little bit like Factorio, where your whole goal is to automate it out, and then you get to play designer at a certain level, which is really nice. If you're more into real-time strategy or something, then I would say you can never go wrong with the Command and Conquer franchise, unless, of course, you're buying Command and Conquer 4, in which case you're not getting a real-time strategy game. Then it doesn't feel like a real-time strategy game. Can I repeat? Oh, so Satisfactory, if you like sort of base building type games where you're like down on the ground automating stuff. Factorio, if you like a top-down sort of thing where you're building and doing sort of management and design and everything. Tropico, if you love a city management game. Command and Conquer franchise, like you can get the Ultimate Collection and all, or the Remastered Collection. If you like sort of real-time strategy where you're building bases and sending units to attack and destroy enemy bases. If you like shooters, then at that point I would recommend the Stalker Zone trilogy. Stalker 2 is pretty good. It's just, you know, it's not... There are a few things that need patched on it, definitely. But also at the same time, they built it from a literal war zone, so you kind of have to be forgiven for experiencing some bugs. Other things, RPGs, let's see, if you like RPGs, I would recommend, what ones would I recommend? Fallout 4, obviously, Big fan of Fallout 4 or Fallout 3 in New Vegas if you prefer those. Entered legendary animals territory. Right. So, over here is going to be the thing. Am I the type that knows a lot about games? If you mean a massive nerd, then yes. Gaming and Warhammer would be my two big hobbies, because I also like collecting and painting the little figurine things, like, you know, like these here kinds of little dudes. This is one that I just did as a tester. Okay, so you like RPGs. Fallout New Vegas is an incredible one. The Outer Worlds, really fun one to give a go. It's sort of like sci-fi first-person shooter RPG. Kingdom Come Deliverance, also very good fun. If you like really sort of weird, quirky ones, I would also recommend Two Worlds. Really old one with terrible dialogue, but also just a surprisingly fun open world to get into. The sequel, Two Worlds 2, was okay, but it didn't have quite the same vibe to it. And let's see, other ones. I'm trying to think. Other ones. There's the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, which is Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 and all the DLCs. You can usually pick up now for the like $15. Do I have any anime statues? I don't. I'm not actually a massive fan of anime because I don't really like the way they present sort of female characters in it. A lot of the time they just needlessly sexualize them and all, and I'm not keen on that. I prefer the likes of my Warhammer figurines that I paint. I've also got a 3D printer, but I need to like figure some stuff. I mostly print utility stuff for it. You know, stuff for like decanting paints, or maybe like print a Mass Effect statue. Might print a Gundam or something at some point. That could be something I could print. But not really massive on anime. It's just not my favorite kind of art style, you know? It's fair play if people do enjoy it or something. It's just not for me, personally. Trying to think of other RPGs. Other RPGs. There's like Mars Warlogs and everything. Oh, like some of the figurines I've painted? Yeah, sure. I should be able to do that. I'll bring the green screen down for 1 wee second and let you see some of the ones I was painting just before. Actually, where the heck did I put them is the question. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so I'll show you some of the ones I'm working on currently, which are Astra Militarum. I'll also bring over one of the ones I have from the Death Guard. So probably not going to be a very big image you get to see of it, but it'll be something. And so, right, Alexa, turn on the light.
Okay.
So, camera, let's get it zoomed.
Sure how to
right
help
in.
you with that.
Never mind. So this is one of my little fellas here. This is a Death Guard, Lord of Contagion that I painted. White armor, you can see a little bit of sort of red and everything on him. And he's got like his plasma pistol, he's got the bone thing and all. The green screen's probably going to cut out the vast majority of these guys that I'm currently assembling. Yeah, the green screen's not going to work with those at the moment. I've got the chroma keying on, and unfortunately it's cutting little bits of it out. But they're painted in woodland camo. There is, on like my Instagram, Alexa, turn off the light. I do have an Instagram one. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I do have an Instagram one, which is just Instagram at the XPC Reaper, the same name as the channel. And on there, I post a lot of my Warhammer stuff that I paint, as well as occasional clips and all. I should actually have that in a rotating thing, maybe. but that is where I post a lot of the sort of better quality photos of the ones that I do. Currently, the ones I'm assembling, you'll probably notice these guys don't actually have arms yet. They have arms, but the arms are on the sprue. I'm painting them as sub-assemblies, which means rather than painting them whenever I've put it all together, I am painting the base and the body and everything, and then I'm going to paint the arms, then I'll paint the backpack, and it just makes it easier to get into all those little fine details, which is just very nice and fun to do. It's just relaxing sitting for a couple of hours with a paintbrush and going, it's like, okay, so this is what I'm going to work on, and just having a good time with it. So, right, open the satchel. Lovely, and potent predator bait. Good stuff. So we'll set this down on the ground, and then we gotta get away. So, let's get down onto here. Oh boy. I should probably have grabbed my carbine, shouldn't I? So I just color it. I buy the boxes. Well, the box that I buy, like, it comes with sprues, which are just plastic bits with all of the bits pre-printed, but you need to cut them out and assemble them. So I pick the parts that I'm going to glue together to make the thing, but it's not actually like me that prints them. In terms of printing, I generally just sort of do, you know, prop stuff or stuff that's useful. One of the things I'm trying to get a hang on at the minute is I'm trying to print bit by bit a Helldivers 2 helmet. Haven't tried coloring and making things, think it'd be fun. It can be really fun. It's one of the things that whenever I started, I used to get really, really grumpy. Because I would be like, oh no, I made this mistake. That's a terrible thing. Like, I can't believe I just screwed it up that badly. But now I've gotten much more patient with it, and if I make a mistake, I'm just like, that was unfortunate. I can fix it though. It's just nice and therapeutic having that, where you can sit and relax and just focus on doing one thing at a time, you know? And it's really good for, like, listening to podcasts and all as well.
You can have this.
What is it?
It's a map. A man in a bar gave it to me. Well, I stole it from him, but that's another story. He said it
Yeah, I just like it. It's a nice little therapeutic hobby. And it's also insanely quick to learn. Like, whenever I got the Warhammer figurines and everything, I have probably painted in total with my Warhammer figurines maybe about 100 hours or something, maybe just 100 hours I've spent in my life painting. But same time, I have learned so much about it just from watching things, trying stuff out. It's not even really that difficult. If you get a good paintbrush, then at that point, like, well, you'll need a few different types of ones, because you need something that'll be a big paintbrush for doing lots of details across an entire model. So that'll be like one of the bits. But then when you're trying to do little tiny fine details, you'll need some of those ones that are really just almost like a horsehair width that you can paint the fine details with. And you don't even need to necessarily go, it's like, okay, so yeah, I need to paint this the exact same way. Just paint it however the heck you want to paint it, you know? It can be really relaxing, really therapeutic. So yeah, just paint it as much as you want to have fun painting it. You know what, we're going on foot. We're gonna follow this bear, and we're doing it on foot. So, oh, there we go. That's the next little bit. You have a stick, so will it work? I mean, a stick wouldn't necessarily be the ideal thing for it. a stick, I think, if you were dipping it into paint and all. Hey, Gerber, how are you going? How is the Gerber baby? I still don't know what the Gerber baby actually is. I just know it's a thing that... Oh, she Isa. So, right. There we go. Hey, hey, lovely. We managed it. So, now we can go ahead and skin this bear. Still not hopping? No, no. Actually, there's one for you if you're looking for RPGs. Gregory Bryan. But, fair, fair. I'm guessing you mean the... I mean, I'm hoping you didn't just reveal your full legal name on the internet. I would certainly hope you haven't done that just in the chat. But if you have, then at that point, why? ¿Por qué? ¿Qué cosa? All of that kind of stuff. Oh my god, you took us... Oh god, that looks... That is not very pleasant. That is definitely not pleasant to be looking at. Let's go and find the bits in the map. Sell it for a good price? Oh, absolutely you can. Where is a trapper? There's a trapper. So, let's go and find the trapper, because we are the trapper keepers. But, yes, how is Path of Exile 2 treating you then? Have you sunk like 2,000 more skill points into it yet? Are you working your way through that massive skill tree that's giving you all of those different little bonuses? Because admittedly, I looked the other day at skill tree games and all, and I was like, okay, let's give it a go and see what there is. I was just wanting an RPG that was in my library already, and I was just like, okay, I've got the Elder Scrolls Online, I'll install it and give it a try. And even just the champion skill points for it, I was like, oh dear merciful no. This is wild. So then seeing ones that have the level of skill trees, such as Pillars of Eternity, Path of Exile, I was like, oh god, that's terrifying. Yeah, I get terrified by games that have big massive skill trees. I'm one of those ones that likes to pre-plan stuff in my games, which is ironic because in Satisfactory I haven't been doing that. Simple player, avoid and hit. You would very much like Elden Ring then. Elden Ring, Bloodborne, Dark Souls, even potentially Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, although it's one that I still need to properly give a go. Mother name. Bank details have... Okay. Skill trees 100 points to perfection. When I have a little lift. I'm okay. Do you get like is there like a reward for bringing a new player in, Gerber? Is that the thing? You're just like, if I bring him in, I'll get a new like skin for my axe that I can use. I'll get a special transmog for my weapon if I successfully manage to sucker this guy in, knowing full well he wait, what the fuck? Weird tree. Sorry, just got distracted there because the tree looked like the Channel 4 logo. No, you're not trying to sacrifice me to the Path of Exile gods? I wouldn't blame you if you were. What is this? That, like, it is a person overtaking you. That is all it is. Oh yeah, I should probably find a tailor at some point and get some fancy looking clothes. Love something called Bloodbirth even though you suck? Is it Bloodbirth or is it Bloodborne? It might just be a mistranslation thing. Is it one where like you're a hunter and there's like werewolves and weird tentacle monsters from beyond the outer gods, just trying to be a human being? I know. I'm only having a laugh. I'm only teasing. Apologies if it's not coming across that way. But Yeah, no, I just, at the minute, like, I mean, hell, I'm probably already streaming too often and all. Path of Exile and all, if I got into it. I don't think I could probably, like, really complete it, so it'd be like, eh. Not a problem. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Gerber. Hopefully you have a wonderful little gaming session as well. Take care and enjoy the leveling and all of that. Legendary pelt for 60 bucks. Okay, sell that there. Is my horse stuck? It appears to be, yes. It does appear to be. Which is unfortunate. Good rabbit carcass, 4 bucks. Okay, fair enough. All of these here. That's alright. Okay. I'm fine with that there. Do you actually have stuff I can buy as well?
Quite like wearing your best day's work.
Clothing. Oh, this guy sells like clothes and all. Oh, but only if we bring him the stuff for it? That's kind of cool, actually. Items. Oh, so you do sell stuff like that. Right. Saddles, he'll sell those sorts of things. Reinforced equipment. Oh, so these here are related to the quests that we do, or like the challenge things. So bandit, probably never gonna get that because that'll require me to be an asshole of a character, and I don't like doing that. Master Hunter. This one could be something I get. Offhand holster, potentially. That just requires rabbit kills. Explorer. It does look pretty nice, the Explorer stuff. Herbalist, Survivalist. What about this? Bandolier, Gunbelt. And Gambler, we'll just open this here bit. Our horse is very much just, it's chilling there. So let's see if we can get it unchilled, shall we? Yep, that's a thing. Hey, unstuck. Lovely stuff. I feel so unstuck. And I can't feel too much. Right, so we gotta go over to Kieran, etc. Leopold Strauss. Right, yes. Bloodborne is a fantastic one though, like in terms of games. I'm very glad that you enjoyed Bloodborne. It was one that I didn't enjoy when I first started playing it because I was so used to Dark Souls and all where I was blocking, but it forced me to learn a different method of playing and ended up being like, okay, yeah, this helped me out a lot with different games. When can you get a fancy dress? You mean in this game? Like, when can you unlock the fancy clothing? I think when you get to, like, Saint Denis, I think you call it, you get some stuff there that's nice, fancy clothing and all. Screw it, we're just galloping along. Ooh. That looked like something that got hit on the side of the road. No, we don't need to worry about the fox. Just trying to see if I can spot any things along the ways. I think, like, your fancy clothing you can get whenever you get to the town Saint Denis, which I think might be chapter 3, I want to say. We're probably not that far away from it, maybe 5 missions. I'm going to hazard a guess at 5 missions. Restaurant mission. Could possibly be. I generally, like, actually, you know something? The fancy dress thing might actually look pretty cool. So maybe that's something I do need to keep an eye out for. Let's keep on running up this way. Okay, so we got oxen and everything. Okay, so we gotta brush it or ride it through water. Hi there, folks. Don't mind me, just trying to make my way across the plains. And they don't have an option for fast traveling. Very Irish accent. Which is making me think an O'Driscoll.
Easy, whoa.
Okay. Do we go talk to them down at the camp? Nah, we'll not, just in case it ends up being a fight. A question? Of course, ask away. I can't guarantee I'll be able to provide a good answer for you. I'm playing Red Dead 2, NJ. Yeah. On Fridays I do my sort of free roam ones. Warhammer Wednesdays is when I do my painting. Mondays is when I do different sort of mystery games and all. So Mondays, currently I'm trying to go through Silent Hill, the OG Silent Hill. Tuesdays is Top Down Tuesdays, where I play some kind of real-time strategy game. Recently just finished Command and Conquer 3. Cheers for likes, by the way. Yeah, so Tuesdays, I just recently finished Command and Conquer 3. Probably going to be swapping across to maybe Red Alert 3, potentially, just because it's super fun and nice and relaxing to play. Wednesdays is Warhammer Wednesdays, and then Friday afternoons, I play Fallout 4. Friday evenings, I have like Red Dead 2 on the go at the minute. Then on Saturdays we play whatever the heck we sort of feel like on a Saturday. It's difficult to know what it's going to be. Can you have company in the game since you haven't tried it yet? In like Red Dead? I think in Red Dead you can hire company. I believe I know what you mean. I believe if you're essentially asking, can you utilize services that quite historically were often viewed as, oh, this is a thing that you have to go back to consoles? Well, I don't think you have to go back to consoles. I don't think that really has bearing in it. I think you're able to. The upcoming economy reset. I genuinely don't know, Gerber. I will tell you what I'll do. I'll see, is it on... Let me quickly look up. Path of Exile 2. If it's available on console, I will have a look and see. Okay, early access launching December 6th. Xbox Series X, S. What are we looking at here? I will give it a try and see. Because it looks like I can play it on game preview. Oh! Oh, those are the different packs for like supporters and all. I will give it a try. I will see what I think. It's $14. Is that like the supporters pack, like the founders pack thing that gives you a bit of access to stuff? Because, yeah, $14, while it might not sound like a lot, I get paid early in December, which unfortunately, when I get paid early in December, that leads to the sad fact that my January payday, whenever it comes on time, has been 5 weeks since my December one. So quite often by the end of that time, I'm just like, yep, I am down to includes the in-game currency. How many in-game currencies are there? That is what I want to know, because if there are multiple in-game currencies and there's like 6 of them, then it's like,
You're walking. You're only walking when you're not cooking.
okay, so he can use the meat for food. We have meat, can we do? 1k? Hey, 1k watts? 1000 watts? 1000 watt bulb? Oh, dang. Jeepers, oh. Does that not, like, hurt having to, like, hit the like button that much? Don't give yourself repetitive strain injury or something off of that. Right, so we need food for the thing. So, donate that. big game meat, we'll definitely give this here. Let's give it all. This here, we'll donate all of that, and we'll give you, fine, all of the venison there. So, that should be you nicely sorted for that. Everyone will hopefully absolutely love my character. There's just the one, really. That's good. That is very good, because that's my big concern about a lot of games that are free to play. Is the fact that they're just like, oh, I'll just go ahead and try and craft this item. Then it's like, oh, but you can get this here thing that it only requires you to do this. Like, it only requires you to buy this pack. And this pack will give you just enough currency that is left over. Hey, I've seen what proper ARPGs look like. I've played proper ARPGs. I've been gaming since I was like 6 years old, you know? I've played some pretty decent wee ARPGs. I've played the likes of nope, apparently I can only go up and... Let's try this here. Donate 1147, what's that going to bring it to? Oh wait, the camp thing is the other one. But yeah, I've played different ones before. Will I play clean or will I add mods? I will play clean. I don't mod my games. Diablo 2, yes, I played Diablo 2 back when I was a kid. I still actually play Diablo 2 through the, what do you call it? The remastered edition. Diablo 3, that was a pretty good wee ARPG. I enjoyed it. I've played Pillars of Eternity. I've played Disco Elysium. Diablo 2 isn't as good as Path of Exile. Well, you know, like, it's pretty damn good. Right, we can give these here things away. Pen given worth $10. Does that... Okay, so we can donate these different things and see what there is. It's bonkers. I do believe you. I do believe you. And I think there is a good chance I might end up enjoying it, but I will say I don't know if I'll enjoy it as much as it is sort of being hyped up to. I might possibly not. But we'll see. We'll see. You know, I thought for ages I was going to love The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing. 2K, dear God almighty. NJ, dear God almighty. What is with the generational divide where people are just like, I'm going to get up to like 2K likes and everything, I'm going to do that. Do you not like feel that in your like your tendons and everything? No, no, no. I feel like whenever I'm typing stuff 3K, no, 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 no. Don't push like that. Dear God, you're gonna hurt yourself. Double tapping on the screen that much and everything. When I'm sitting double tapping and all, there's a certain point where I start feeling it in my tendons, and I don't know whether that's just because like I'm 30 years old and everything, and it's like, but I feel it for sure. You're built different. I believe you on that. I believe you. I think there is like a definite like difference between how people's bodies tend to be built. I love the thing that there was. It was like, this is what peak performance will look like, or not peak performance. This is what the average human will look like in like, what was it, 2100 or something. And it showed stuff like that, and then what the human evolution will look like by the year 3000. And it's just this. It looks like something from Mass Effect or something. Yeah, it's just, what the hell. But if it's procedurally generated, then at that point, I'm not going to end it.
Don't cry, boy. Speak.
Yeah, procedural generation, I think, can lead to some really nice things.
I can't.
So maybe it could potentially be a good one. Your phone temperature is 70 degrees Celsius. That phone temperature is too warm. You need to reduce the CPU usage on your phone. You also need, yes. Well, it's not bad. Like 70 Celsius isn't that bad for a phone or something. Like a CPU will be able to sustain. The main thing I have concerns with is if your phone temperature is 70 degrees Celsius, your battery may end up going into like a chain reaction where it warms itself up more and more and more and more and ends up going on fire. So please, for the love of God, do not have your phone go on fire. If you're multitasking and playing games and watching videos and everything at the same time on your phone, then reduce the number of tasks you're doing. While I always appreciate having company and having viewers who are just watching through while I'm playing all of these silly games and all, and I'm being a silly biscuit, do not ignite your devices just trying to watch. Like, don't. 70 degrees Celsius is, no, you know what? 70 degrees Celsius, not correct. Cook meat to the internal temperature is 75 degrees Celsius. The internal temperature of any meat you cook should always be 75 degrees Celsius as a minimum. That will kill off the bacteria and everything that can cause things like food poisoning, E. coli, salmonella, all of that kind of stuff. So, just like, yeah, cook my stuff. Oh, what am I drinking? I'm drinking a wonderful, this is a vintage Monster Energy original flavor. I believe this is a vintage 2004. It's got little notes of floor cleaning chemical. Because that's the flavor that I like. You know, I like the original flavor of Monster Energy, despite the fact most people are just like, that just tastes like cleaning chemicals. And it's like, that's apparently the flavor I enjoy. I enjoy stuff that tastes like cleaning chemicals. Which is also partly why I like Red Bull. But I won't drink the what do you call it? I won't drink like the ones that are like, oh, Pipeline Punch. It's pineapple and mango and all. And it's like, no, I want it to taste like I'm drinking something that I know is going to strip the rust off of stainless steel. I want something like that, you know? So, it's, yeah, that's what I'm after. I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's that weird. Hell, half the people in the world drink Coca-Cola. You know? And what does Coca-Cola taste of? Who can actually tell me what flavor Coca-Cola is? It's cola flavor. But what the heck is cola flavor? You know? Looking like a can of Guinness? No. I do have those. I have a few Guinness Zeros in the fridge, but I am currently just enjoying one of these here, mostly because I didn't bring a pint glass up with me, but I also happen to enjoy Blue WKD. Why not try fruit juice? Fruit juice can be very nice. I like orange juice and I like blood orange juice. Oh, blood orange juice, when you have like a mix, you pour a glass that's like half pink grapefruit juice and half blood orange. Oh my god, what a combo. It's just the two balance each other out really lovely. Like in terms of fruits, like pineapple juice I guess can be nice. Cranberry juice I can be kind of a fan of. I prefer, like, if I am going to have something fruity flavored, then I'm probably just going to go for, like, a dilutant juice, like a squash or something. Ribena. Big fan of Ribena, because I love the taste of blackcurrants. But even, you know, maybe just, like, strawberry milkshake mix, something like that there. You know, it makes your protein shakes that much more delicious when you have it. So, give mercy to the body, drink water. Yes. Oh yes, I'm aware, like, obviously it's very important, drink water. That's something you need to be doing. Drinking water is incredibly important. So, I always try, especially, like, for me, I only have one kidney. I was born with two, but I had to have one removed when I was quite young. So at that point, I always try and make sure and get at least 2 liters of water in a day. But there are some days where I'm a little bit lax on it. I also live in a country that's really quite cold for the most part. Like Northern Ireland, we're a very cold one. It's not the warmest of places. We very rarely actually have warmth. Although our summers are starting to get wild bad. And actually, speaking of wild bad weather and everything, today, jeepers oh, the ones down south, there's the ones in County Galway, I think it was, down in County Galway, because of this storm that was hitting the UK and everything today. It was pretty bad, because around here, the max wind speed came up to 110 miles an hour. 110 miles an hour. Yes, he is chatting away to you. But down in Galway, the wind speed hit 144 miles an hour. Now, if you're wondering what that means in kilometers an hour, multiply it by 1.6. So, 160 plus 64 plus 160 plus 64 plus 6.4. So yeah, you're looking around about 210 kilometers an hour. The wind speed was hitting down in Galway. There is a hospital near here that apparently part of the hospital came down. Interested in trying to persuade, hey, we drink water. Water's a principal ingredient in lots of alcohol. You know? As a matter of fact, as much as, like, there is the common joke of us, like, or not even joke, the common myth of us just like, oh, well, you know, like, you shouldn't drink alcohol because alcohol dehydrates your body and everything. And it's like, the percentage of alcohol has to be above, like, 90% before it will actually reduce the amount of water that your body is taking in. Yes, it encourages urination and everything because it passes through quite rapidly, and yes, it does cause you to sweat because it increases your blood, like your body temperature, because, you know, your blood is thinned. It's an anticoagulant basically, so you have a thinner blood, so you run a little bit colder, but your body then ramps up heat to counteract that, so it causes you to sweat more and all, which means you do lose little bits of water, but you're still gaining more water than you're, like, sweating out. And unless you're drinking, like, only spirits and you're not putting ice in, and if you're drinking whiskey neat, try it with water. Try it with ice cubes, you know? That's something you should give it a go. So, okay. Yes, I'm gonna get them knives. That's a light, that's that, and throwables, throwing knife. Right. But yeah. Water is... it's pretty alright, I just wish it tasted nicer. That's why I use things like Ribena. You know, water is just plain water. People that say they enjoy drinking just plain water, I think they enjoy the mentality of it, but I don't believe they actually enjoy the taste of it, you know? In terms of how am I doing, I'm doing quite well. In terms of what is my favorite drink, also I hope you're doing very well, Gerber. In terms of my favorite drink, that is a mighty good question, in fact. I'm not even 100% sure. I'm going to have to think on that for a minute. Actually, I'll tell you what my favorite drink is. My favorite drink is an iced mocha. Double shot of espresso, hot chocolate, made with milk. Pour all of that over ice cubes to bring it down. Like, it's, An iced mocha is absolutely gorgeous. And I highly recommend, if you've never tried one, absolutely try one. So, aim weapon, nope. we're going for this here.
Don't you damn move.
Whoop. Ho ho. Oh man, I managed to get him. I stuck him anyway.
It's on. We move quick. We move hard.
Okay, right, give it a try. A cold water lobby. Ooh. Cold water, right. Cold water on its own, no. Cold water with a little bit of lemon or something to give it some flavor, then yes. Like if I'm gonna have water with a slice of lemon, then at that point I expect, and I mean properly expect, it to have a couple of ice cubes in it. Because cold water plain, no. Don't like the taste. But cold water with lemon, yeah, that right there is a very nice little thing. Oh yeah, I forgot I have like Deadeye. Okay, right, we're switching to your carbine. Right, you, boom, and boom. Okay, ouch. I think we need to take a bit of cover, shall we? Right. Okay, so we need to aim on this side then. Right. Plain water? Nah. Plain water is not a tasty beverage to me. I am not a fan of it. I'm gonna loot this guy just because I bet he's got some stuff. So let's take his stuff. Revolver cartridges, fine. Why did he look up into the sky like that? Okay, right. There we go. And okay. He's right. I appreciate you like your healthy stuff. I'm just personally not a big, massive fan of water as a taste. I think, like, you know, possibly if I had been, like, if it had been more of a thing when I was growing up, that I drank more of it and we didn't just always make sure we had plenty of Coca-Cola and, like, Pepsi and all in the house. Oh! Right, milk, yes, I will agree. Just having a pint of milk is actually really tasty. I like a pint of milk. Yeah, we just got properly wiped there. Let's retry checkpoint. I think we need to give this a go again. Right. Lived in a place with no water at all. Well, you know, it could possibly be that was the case. You know, it might be.
Now stay here. Don't you damn move.
I could totally get that guy. I could totally get him from here. Let me get him. Let me get him. Come on. Siberian? Oh, I was sitting thinking, it's like, is this gonna be like a... Is this gonna be like a... Oh, it's actually one of the places, like, you know the way, the driest place in the world is... The driest place in the world is Antarctica, I think. It's either Antarctica or the Arctic. But it is technically a desert. Okay, right. We didn't quite hit him with the second one. Okay, right, we can loot, try and get our knife back. See what we can do. No. Other ones. I tell you what is a good way. Something I will say I actually enjoy. Water goes really well as a thing in coffee. Big fan of water in coffee. Big fan. Like it. I will say, though, that I'm also a fan of just hot water with a little bit of honey and lemon, because that has been really, really useful for me. Let's stealth kill him. Oh boy, that was... Do I speak So the only language I speak is English and a little bit of Irish. I don't remember much of my Irish, to be perfectly honest with you. Giadich, J. Marathatu, Tammy Gamoiger, my August, Quiltu at Honey, Tammy Amohani a Heron. And is Bralium Uctor Rocha. You know, I am more than willing to say, is Bralium Uctor Rocha. Okay, right. So he took that hit nicely. Okay, these guys, I think we gotta... Okay, right, that is unfortunate that happened like that, but we can take them out. Okay, right, you, come on, get killed. Yep, there we go. Right, we got more of them. Do I know any Arabic words? I don't know if I do remember it exactly. I mean, obviously there's like Assalamu alaikum, which I think, is it God be with you? Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. Oh god, what was the one? There's one that I remember that was featured in a thing. Swearing's off limits. Swearing is not off limits. Swearing is not off limits. Racist language is off limits, but swearing? No. You want to swear so long as it's not like a directly offensive thing, or you're not calling someone it, then at that point it's like, yeah, no, swear. I don't care. I mean, hell, a guy from Northern Ireland is not going to tell you, you shouldn't swear because it's undiplomatic. It's like, hell no. Most of our conversations are swears. In fact, the best way to say you're mates with someone is in Northern Ireland. I call my best mates things that I don't call people I hate. May the peace and mercy of God be upon you. Ah, right. I did wonder. I thought it was like God be with you or something, or go with God. I figured from the Allah part of it, that's what it probably meant. There would be featured in there. We should do a little bit of looting, shouldn't we? Know how to reply in Turkish? Fair, fair. I trying to think what languages I would, if I could learn more languages, like if I had the drive and patience and everything. German would be one that I would love to learn. Ich habe, or like, nicht sprechen Sie Deutsch, I guess, is probably the closest of things. German is a language that, in my line of work, is actually really, really helpful, because it's spoken by a lot of different countries, and particularly when working with German companies, sometimes they're almost insistent that German is the language you want to be speaking and all. Ooh, oh, center mass. Well, he may not have the characters. He may not have the characters in his keyboard language or anything. He could possibly try the romanization using the, like, it's a bit like whenever you see people type like Sukabiat, all that sort of stuff. Yanni Esterson Anani Bersai Soilerim. I don't know. Yeah. I
Won't
just,
kill you. I didn't say
I don't know. I'm not great with languages. Not great with languages at all.
Go on, get out of here.
That's as good as
Did I
killing
just-
me. Out there, without you, Como just was gonna lose his mind about this.
So?
So I'm one of you now.
We could just shoot you. Means
All right.
swearing at you in Turkish. Oh, is
I know.
Come on, let's
Eh.
get to camp.
So you got the cash then?
like that's
Yeah, it's usually the
that's
same
all
cash.
good.
I'll
Don't
check
worry.
it. Rest of you
Asqueliga?
See, Arthur? I ain't so bad.
Pog Mahone.
You tell
If you were to
Dutch
say to
over
someone
there it ain't
Pog
worth
Mahone,
Just yet.
Pog
Right you up.
Mahone, then at that point you're telling them to kiss your ass. Which is the main sort of one that everyone knows about Irish. If you want to be nice and say something, you could say Shukranifra. Shukranifra means holy sugar. Asquelga. Merde, I think, is French for shit. I think you would be like, merde. Which I think means that. Modak, I think, is bastard in Russian. Dam is Modak. Dam is double barrel shotgun. Right, maintain it. Okay. So clean. Use a gun oil and see how clean can we get this. Oh, gets it almost fully restored. Okay. Right, search the chimney. Let's see. Serbian? Oh no, I thought you said you were Siberian. Serbian and Siberian are very, very different places. Serbia is I believe Serbia is a Balkan state. Siberia is very, very far east. If I remember right, it's like the east, very east Russia, right? Like very east of Russia. One of the, or is it very north? I don't actually know. This is, yeah, I appreciate the whole I am a library. I'm very much not. I just retain lots of useless information. But you should try asking my other half all of the useful information I remember, because there's not that much of it. You know, I'll forget all kinds of stuff. I'll be a silly biscuit the entire day through. But Siberia is in Russia. Okay, I was right. I was sitting thinking, it's like, I couldn't remember if it was an independent state, a bit like how, you know, there's the whole Taiwan thing, you know, Taiwan is part of China, but isn't part of, well, you know, I don't think we necessarily need to get into the whole thing of, like, if he considers himself to be that, but if he considers himself to be Siberian, more than happy to also defer to that, because I recognize currently at the minute Russia is very much it's not viewed with the kindest of international eyes because of the way their military has been operating in Ukraine and everything, despite the fact that the average Russian citizen is not actually a supporter of the militaristic policies of Russia. You know? It's a bit like, it's the whole thing of you have to separate the people from a nation. Like, you have to recognize that, you know, the average American, for example, the average American does not have ideologies about imperial expansionism. They don't have ideologies that support the destruction of innocent civilian centers. Ukrainian Tatar? Ooh. Like, fair, either is fine. Ukrainian's just one of the ones. I've actually, like, there used to be a thing that was around here. It was a thing called the Chernobyl Children's Appeal, which was for people who were in, like, they were for people who were around the Chernobyl exclusion zone and all of that, for some of their family members to be allowed to resettle, or not resettle, but rather spend a summer in somewhere like the UK and get to see the different things. And some of those ones, like, that stayed, like there was one called Sasha and one called Misha. Very, very lovely, friendly fellas and all. And they didn't have, like, Lego at all, so it was just like, yeah, okay, fair enough. So let them take the box of Lego that we had and all. Got a box of Lego for them to take back home and all. And it was, they really appreciated every tiny little thing. And it was just like, it kind of was a little bit like one of those things that you almost feel bummed out, because you're like, wow, they're so grateful over something that means so little to someone over here. And it really did just sort of put context behind the thing. It was just like, wow, this means absolutely nothing to me, but as a gesture, it apparently means the world to them to have a box of Lego, to have some toys to play with. And I was just like, that's kind of wild. In terms of geography and politics, I'm not massive on politics either. I just generally have the political belief of nobody should be a dick to anyone, you know? We should be working collaboratively as an entire planet to do things like invest in solar farms. That's something we should be investing in. We should be investing in wind farms. We should all be looking into fusion, like nuclear fusion, because if we figure out fusion, then at that point, holy crap, potentially infinite energy. Renewable energy that would allow the entire world to break its dependence on fossil fuels as an energy source really, really effectively. And yes, it would be expensive to build and to maintain, but supposedly nuclear fusion, to my understanding, is actually a clean energy source. It doesn't have a whole big massive thing where it damages all of the world, basically. And it's like, yeah, I'm behind that. That's a nice thing for people to be looking into. Because fossil fuels, like, yeah, our environment is not okay. The wind, the storms that I was hearing today and everything. 10 years ago, if you had said to me that there was going to be storms in Ireland that reached 200 kilometers an hour, I would be telling you, it's like, well, no, that's absolutely ridiculous. That's a silly thing to think, and I'd say you're just a doomsayer or something. You're just trying to scaremonger. But that's actually something that just happened today. So, yeah, we need nuclear fusion. That's what we need, because that's an effective, reliable energy source that, yes, could be dangerous, and we might melt the planet, and that's, honestly, melting the planet is not great. Let's not melt the planet if we can avoid it. But can we avoid it? We're already melting the planet, you know? So, instead, let's stop the whole melting of Earth stuff in the slow one, and let's build a renewable energy source that will either go really, really well or really, really horrendously. So, give us nuclear fusion, please. Can I give the opinion on the camp girls? Do you mean the ones in the camp in Red Dead Redemption 2? I don't really know anything about them. there's the one that joins you at the start. What do you call her? Sadie or something? The one that joins you in the prologue or something? She seems, in some of the cutscenes, like she's quite sort of aggressive. But it's understandable because she literally had her house sort of burnt down by Micah's idiocy. And,
He's been arrested for murder.
you know, yeah, I'd say it's understandable. The other characters I don't really know that much about just yet. Okay, so Micah's... We need to bust Mike out. Don't like the things I talk about. When I'm talking about nuclear fusion, I'm talking about nuclear fusion, which is a source of renewable energy. Not fission, which is the splitting of the atom. Their shape, I'm not going to comment on that. I'm not. That, no. No. No.
You okay, Lenny?
That's...
Yeah.
No. I...
You don't seem okay.
You take that kid into town.
They're...
Not strong. Get him drunk. And Arthur? No crazy.
They're modeled in such a way that they look human, effectively, but like in terms of the all of that stuff, no.
I'll get to it.
No, I'm not gonna sit and
Drop everything.
do all of that. No, that's...
Let's go, girl.
They're characters in a video game. You know, they're like this character, they're all perfect. Fair enough. If that is your opinion, that is your opinion. I firmly believe, yeah, their character design is done very well. But, at the same time, I think they, like,
What were you boys doing?
they should be there for more than just the purpose of looking at and everything, which I'm pretty sure they are. I'm pretty sure they're very important plot elements that are used.
You know how he is.
So, yeah, that's more what I care about. Does a character in a video game serve a purpose? You know, does a character's design feel like it's done in a stupid way? Such as in Command & Conquer Red Alert. Tanya. Tanya in 2 and 3 is designed in such a way that it's meant to be appealing to the, like, it's fan service. It's there for the purpose of, does it appeal to the male gaze and everything? And it's like, but if you're talking about this character is a specialized commando, why are they wearing a tank top? Like, you know, there is no need for them to be wearing a tank top. The same as when you see characters and all kinds of things and you're just like, okay, so right. In an RPG, for example, this character, like, you can have a female character that wears plate mail, and for some reason the plate mail is designed in such a way that it doesn't cover any of the flesh or anything. It's functionally designed to look like a metal bikini or something, and you're like, why? Why does this have such a high armor rating? I believe wholeheartedly, if you're going to design a character to be wearing armor or something, the armor needs to give a feasible protection. So the Space Marines, very heavily armored. Space Marines in Warhammer 40,000, very heavily armored. And well protected. You know, that's the thing. If your character is going to be like a Spec Ops commando or something, my belief is they should be wearing camouflage.
Hey, friend.
That would be the sensible thing to do. Wear camo.
Excuse me, partner.
Right, where do we get... Okay. How do I get you to talk?
Hey there.
So, wait, do I just gain points just for talking to people? Oh, I just lean on the bar and this will work. Same with anime? Yes. I don't appreciate anime because I think the designs are needlessly perverse. Like, there is no need for a character to be designed in such a way that 50% of the character's proximate body weight is dedicated to the chest. Something, no.
Thank you.
Because that would just mean a person has really, really severe back problems, you know?
I mean,
I done seen a lot of crazy stuff, but
A lot of crazy stuff. Will you shut up? Will you shut up? Be quiet, buddy.
Oh, they're dullards. My lord, you men is dull.
Anime Overlord. Not watched it. There's a lot of anime I haven't watched.
People been leaving me alone for the last 10.
Listen, buddy. You're a charming fellow. One of the best. But me and the kid here, we're trying to talk business, so could you possibly leave us alone? No offense intended.
That was very diplomatic.
Reason some folk. Just
Very diplomatic.
trying to be friendly.
Okay. Nice one.
Oh,
Oh boy. Oh god. This is gonna end up with a fist fight. We're gonna skip this cutscene because this is gonna end up with a fist fight where we're drunk. Or are we... Oh god, we need to find Lenny.
you know which way my friend went?
Right. Let's try... Oh dear god. Although I'm digging the music. Okay. Right, Lenny's not in there.
Hey, Lenny!
Yep, no response from over there. Over this way, let's have a look and see. Okay, perfect. Girl's name is Diablo. I mean, you would kind of assume at that point there would be some kind of reference towards, because Diablo is literally just Latin for, or like Spanish for devil. Although it comes from, I think the Latin is just Diabolos, is it not? Which is where we get diabolical for. I believe I do know what you mean. I'm pretty sure.
Hey, you see my friend anywhere?
Wouldn't know.
Okay, well that guy was very polite, providing that answer. Anything in here?
Lenny?
Okay, what the... That's no. Didn't realize that was going to be a thing. There's Lenny there. I see him there.
What are you doing, kid?
Hello, Arthur.
Hello, Lenny. How are you?
You know what? I don't know.
Oh, for love, you've had too many. Oh, Doug was probably getting tortured. Well, you could always make the terrible, terrible joke of it's like, oh, he's a skeleton. Sounds like he's got a bone to give. But if you're going for that old euphemism, oh no, Lenny. Right, Lenny's in trouble. He's going to get thrown out. Your back hurts? That is not good. Don't have a bad back if you can avoid it.
Goddamn animals!
Who do you think you're talking to?
Nobody. I'm talking to nobody.
Oh boy.
Did you say
What?
I could have tried to charm. Yep.
mister? Yeah. Shut your mouth, mister.
What is happening? Yep, that's the thing that just happened in this game. Oh boy, this is weird in first person. Well, there's Lenny. Is it?
Found you, Lenny.
How many of you had, pal?
Okay, yep, that's right. We need to try and look for Lenny's outfit. So Lenny was wearing dark grey. This is very surreal. He was wearing a dark grey suit. Not going back into... maybe he will be in... Oh god, I just saw Lenny with Lenny. Yep, nope. That's very... Yep. Thank god they locked that. No. He could separate his head from his body. This mission is just very peculiar. Hey, you heading away on, Gerber? Not a problem at all. As they say in Siberia, I hope, до свидания. Which I don't actually know what that means, but I know it has da in it, which, like, I know it generally means goodbye, but, like, da, I think is yes, so da svidanya. I need to actually see what svidanya means. Please, for the love of God, can we just find Lenny?
Lenny, where are you hiding now?
Yeah, this is a problem.
Damn it, Lenny, stop slumping off on me.
I'm Clyde. You got the wrong fella.
Okay. In here, that's locked.
Been looking all over for you, Lenny.
Da svidanya? Oh, is it like do svidanya? I thought it was like da svidanya. Ah, okay. That's misapprehension on my part.
Get in, my boy.
What? I ain't Lenny.
Are you Lenny? You're not, but obviously, like, this is just going to make me speak to everyone. Can I talk to this Lenny or that Lenny? You're definitely not Lenny, but, like, why not? I'm wicked, that was right. Hey, see you later. Asquailga, slán go fóill, which just means goodbye for now in Irish. Slán go fóill. Or you could just say slán. If you want to say welcome to someone, would you say slánship? So are we just having a slap fight? Can I just let him keep slapping me?
You're a good friend to me, Arthur.
Yep, I can just let him keep slapping me.
Cheers. Not you again?
I feel like we should probably be the ones who are getting dunked. I don't want to dunk this guy. I don't want to dunk him. Can I just let him go? No, please don't. There we go. That's alright. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Good to see. Oh boy, that was... Dear God Almighty. What the heck did we do? Oh. Goodbye in Arabic? I don't know how to say goodbye in Arabic. Let's look it up. How to say goodbye in Arabic.
You pair degenerate.
May al-Salama?
There's a fine for drunken violence in this town.
According to this, it's May al-Salama. You have to run away?
Yes, you did.
May al-Salama.
Either you fools got any
Which,
money?
that's just according to Google Translate. According to a different website though, Natakalam, Bukhtarakan, Masalame, Bilizin,
So, that was a quiet.
Munshufkhan Bikhir. I'm guessing I butchered that. Diro Belkin al Halkan, Halkan, Ila Licha, or Wadan. I probably butchered all of those because I'm not very confident in how the pronunciation works with like repeated consonants in the Anglican or like in the Romanized alphabet. Okay, so we're very much drunk. our stamina core is... Whew. Let's go ahead and have some provisions, shall we? So, eat some beans. Beanie weenies. And let's see, can we... A sugar cube. Carrot. Wild carrot. Greatly restore horse cores. Canned strawberries. Yep. Canned strawberries, screw it, we're gonna eat a pack of these. There are so many words to say goodbye. Irish, you only really have like slan or slan gefoil. I do not know. Let's see if that one is... Yeah, that is different from the ones that are on this here. I don't actually know how to read the Arabic language whenever it's written. I can only sort of read it whenever it's been romanized or typed out in the English alphabet. At that point, even then, it's quite often I make assumptions. Because it could be like, I mean, Welsh is another great example of a language where it doesn't quite make sense, some of the things. So like BLAIDD in, like, as we spell it in English and everything, that there, when you pronounce it in Welsh, is Blythe. So like the double D ends up being pronounced as like a th, a TH almost, or even like a THE. And then you obviously have that town name, Clan Ferpilgwinga, Clan Droba, Clan Tiasilio Gogogoch, I think. Clan Vaira, Clan Droba, Clan Vaira Pilgwingith, Clan Droba, Clan Tiasilio Gogogoch. No, that wasn't right. Clan Vaira Pilgwingith, Clan Droba, Clan Tiasilio Gogogoch. That might be right, but I don't think so. I think that's still wrong as well. I don't know. Let's look up the town name. It's in my recently searched things. It is an incredibly long town name. Right. Clan Vaira Pilgwingith, Clan Vaira Pilgwingith Gogere Chwinrobo Clan Tiasilio Gogogoch. That is a thing. Got 0 out of 100 in Arabic. That is...
Hey, who's that?
It's not the best score to have.
You're alive.
Good.
I am indeed alive. Somehow, despite the fact that our character probably should be suffering severe alcohol poisoning as a result of all of that. Camp funds. Yep, let's hop off here. And we're going to go turn in... Do a mission for whom? Well, we can actually go ahead and get rid of this. Oh, Leopold. We can do a mission for Leopold. So let's do that then.
Dutch?
Hello, Dutch.
Do me a favor. Nothing too serious. I need
Hmm?
you to help Herr Strauss.
I'll help Herr Strauss.
Hard, Dutch. I know. And I know Strauss's business is not too glamorous, but it pays. Please, son, for me.
Something to ask? Of course. If you're going to ask me to just look at all the ladies in the camp and everything, then at that point I am going to have to defer to no. Not going to do that. But if it's to try pronouncing stuff, I can try it. You know, I can give it a go.
You're a pathetic man, John Marston.
Oh, hey, he's not a pathetic man. He does really nicely in Red Dead Redemption 1. As a matter of fact, Red Dead Redemption 1, I remember, like, being extremely saddened by its ending and all.
See, my friend?
Not too busy for you.
Lonin, all ready?
You know how it is. People is happy to borrow off someone like me.
Can I search the Arabic font?
Enthusiastic paying
I
back
can.
to someone like you.
Of course. Who are they?
Let me see. Chick Matthews works at Guthrie Farm. He's a hand, I believe.
Mr. Roble, the small holder at Painted
I have, so it's possibly not the most reliable source. I have the Arabic alphabet. So let's see. See if I can piece together the symbols that comprise your name.
Debtors belong in prison. We are
So,
doing them a favor.
year one is...
They see it in them terms.
Oh dear goodness me.
Put the debts in the deed box
This is
and
going to
try
be
not to
extremely
steal them.
difficult.
It's very bad for business.
I just miss him so much.
Really don't know how to read it. I'm seeing a few different things. Individuals that owe money, or radar blips, are large areas that need to be searched. Does this allow me to search for the camp, or like search for upgrades for the camp yet? Can I pay to buy things for the camp now? Evidently not yet. We'll see if we can get it, but really don't know how to read it. I don't think I'm going to be able to help you read it that much.
Nosing about. I think I found something interesting.
What you find, Tilly?
Well, I'm not exactly sure. Something about the doctor's office. There's something funny going on there. Saw a bunch of nasty boys going
Barak
in and
Ahmed.
them coming out.
That's quite a nice one.
Thank you. Maybe I'll go take a look. Anything else?
No, just that.
Well, keep looking.
Will do.
Well, thank you very much for that. Now, can I... Yes, I can brush. Brush Horsey and feed Horsey. And there you go. Yes. Lovely stuff. So, it's cleaned. Ahmed is your dad's name. Yeah, because I think in... I don't know, like, which cultures it is from that region, but I remember I had one friend who, I think, if it's Al something, does that mean son of? Like, Al-Suleimani would be son of Suleiman. I think... I might be entirely wrong, but I think I remember that was the way it worked for that. So like Al-Suleimani or like Al-Assad in Call of Duty 4, for example, I think is like son of Assad. But as I say, could be entirely wrong, quite possibly entirely wrong, and it might only apply to like a one country or something. It might not actually be that applicable across the board, but that's one of the things I remember him telling me was Al something is son of, which I guess you kind of like over here you have a lot of surnames that are Mick or Mac or something, which ours would be. So for example, like McDermott would be from the clan of Dermot. Like Mick basically just meant from the clan of. Name at the beginning, father's name in the middle, and the grandfather's name at the end. Ah, right. Does that apply the same for... Is that only for males, or does that also apply for females? Like, would a female be name, then the father's name, then grandfather's, or would that be a different naming thing?
English? Speak English?
Me, Silesia.
Yeah, good for
Upper
you.
Silesia.
I'm here for money. You borrow from
Dinero.
German man?
German. Mein Herr, sprechen das Kaiserreich.
I don't speak German.
Nicht Deutsch.
Money.
Son's name and said names up to the name of the seventh grandfather. Oh, wow. That would be a hell of a long one.
Yeah. So it's time to pay. Where is it?
Well, no, have nothing. It's very bad winter.
We've all had a bad winter, pal.
Yeah, I can believe that. Oh, okay, let's know. Girl's name, father's name's grandfather's name. Right, so the father's name and grandfather's name does remain. I'm gonna threaten, but I'm not gonna beat.
Potrzebuję trochę czasu. Znajdę ci pieniądze.
No, still don't understand you. God, you have a debt to Herr Strauss. Pay up.
Stop! Już nie mam siły.
Threaten again, but I don't want to beat.
No. Please, no. Don't have money, but
Okay, good. I like to not use violence where possible.
It's good. It's valuable. It's Warszawa, yes.
Warszawa? From Warsaw?
Okay? I have anything in here or out there?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah. Well, that there's pen and paper. Probably not going to be that useful for selling. Over here, anything in the cabinets that I can search for. Fine brandy, I can sell this here. Feel sad for him. Yeah, me too. It seems from the fact that there's a like pen and paper and everything, it seems like he's quite possibly attempting to advance the sciences and has kind of been caught up in things, which is very unfortunate. I don't want to beat him up, and I don't want to take the thing he's protecting either. Like, he's protecting the thing. That means it probably means a great deal to him. I don't like this whole looting and robbing people.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I would have been a very good bandit back in the days. Cigarettes, those are...
I must eat, proszę.
I believe that you must eat. I'm gonna close these because, like, there's no point leaving doors and all open. I wish I could apologize. Behind... Yeah, I know, but I don't want to take the thing that means a great deal to him. You know? If someone moves to try and protect something, then at that point, if you're forced in this game to take something, I'm not going to take something that they're standing in front of, because that means it probably means something to them. And I would rather not steal the thing that's very important to them. If I can get away with selling some cigarettes or a watch or something, that's one thing. But, like... yeah. Hate Google Translate. I kind of hate Google Translate as well. It kind of gets the general gist of a language, but doesn't always get the specifics of it. So quite often there is a point where it's wrong, just like completely wrong, to be honest. Which isn't ideal whenever you're trying to like translate a conversation from your native tongue into a speaker, or like into the listener's tongue. It's not the nicest of ones. Did I just accidentally run over a rabbit? Oh god, I think I did. Oh no. I did. Okay, yep. Oh god. You don't think we'd be good debt collectors? I don't think so either. It's just a wild speculation, but I think I wouldn't be a good debt collector. We don't actually really have those in this country as well, is one of the things, because we had a period of... Well, actually, no, we had like a solid 60 years of something called the Troubles, where there were a lot of people that had weapons in their house, and it used to be like they stopped having debt collectors here and all, because the debt collectors actually kept going to try and collect a debt that someone owed, or even sometimes trying to collect a debt that someone didn't owe, but they were just like, no, we feel like you should probably pay us this money. And a lot of people actually ended up getting shot for trying to do their job, which was a sad thing, or like having their legs broken all. So we don't actually have debt collectors in this country. You have them over in like England and all, they have that sort of stuff. Like there's even a TV show called Can't Pay, We'll Take It Away, which is about like basically it follows a repossession crew who go around repossessing stuff that people have bought on loan but haven't been able to... Oh boy. Okay, right. What's that, buddy? What's that about, what's... The O'Driscolls? Huh? Really? I'm gonna loot you, then I'm gonna go to your buddy, and I'm gonna loot him, and I am going to take all of the rounds I am entitled to, all of the stuff that fell off your bodies, because you guys tried to kill me. Do you have any idea how rude that is? I'm a firm believer that murder is rude, and you guys tried to murder me. So all of your stuff is mine. Don't even care. You were cheeky. That's what you were. Ooh. Getting there towards leveling up. Very nice. And now we'll head back. Humiliating. Well, like looting the bodies. I'm running low on like revolver rounds. I've only got 106 rounds for my revolver. I would like to have a solid like 500 pistol rounds, but sadly no. Is that... What happened to that deer? Oh no. Well, we're not gonna stop and skin it, because we are going to go collect some debts and then we're gonna turn them in. But yeah, that's unfortunate when you see an animal killed by the side of a road. Old-fashioned roadkill, basically. Very not nice. The whole running over the rabbit thing, I still feel a little bad about that. You know, that rabbit was just trying to have a nice day, just trying to be all chill and everything, but nope. It accidentally just happened to come out at the worst possible time and get hit by a thing, killed by a wolf. Yeah, but like, the carcass still being generally intact, like, a wolf would, like, well, a pack of wolves would pick the carcass clean and everything. They would consume the meat. They wouldn't, like, that was a dead body with a wound, but no real, what do you call it, like, no indication it had been fed upon or anything.
Oh, no, not me, sir. That's the greenhorn over there. Oh, and there he goes.
So long, long shark.
Okay, right.
Get back here. You owe us money.
Okay, so I gotta follow this guy. Oh boy.
You make me go much
That was dangerous.
more than a debt off you.
So, this guy I gotta follow. He's got a pretty damn quick horse. I'll give him that. There is an old Irish song. Well, when I say old Irish song, I mean it's like 10 years old or something, which is quite amusing. Because it sort of takes the piss out of the, like, nomadic cultures and all. Where the guy, he has the wonderful, wonderful line, "Funk your hand is savig, I've a horse outside." And it's just him taking the piss and saying it's like his horse that is outside is more valuable than, like, people's cars that they had. There we go. Okay, right. Let's hog tie. So, you were mean and called me a loan shark and ran away.
Money, but it's hidden. Untie me and I'll tell you where it is.
You're no place to bargain, boy.
This person was rude.
Goddamn treasure hunt. You're lucky
Do you have a map?
your teeth as well.
Oh, you do. Right. Ooh, not fire bottle pamphlet. Nope.
Aren't
Put
you
away.
gonna untie me?
Yeah, I'll untie you. Okay, no. Run.
I knew I shouldn't have bargained.
Okay, yep, but it's okay because, you know, letting you away with it and all. No, this is going to be our... Where was it? Treasure map thing? Really? Do I not have that? Documents. Treasure maps. Chick's treasure map. Here we go. Okay, so looking for a crossroads with a building off to the side of it. And flip, let's see. Okay, right. So, let's go on to our map, and it's presumably going to be somewhere around where, so we followed him from right there. Would it possibly be around, well no, here. That might be the house there, meaning possibly there. We're going to try this and see how it looks. Because we're basically looking for a crossroad. He might only be indicating... Wait, hang on. Did it seriously get marked on our map? Really? Did it mark it on our map? Because if so, that's annoying. Because then I was really wrong. Like, way off. And also that'd be annoying because it's like, where is this house? Or like this square outcropping that get marked out, which I'm presuming was a structure. Small square structure. Look for 3 places. What is this gonna be? Is this... Right, okay, right. So it gives you a general idea of the area. Well, it says in this that it's in here, so I can actually see the thing there. Let's go and grab it. I think this is a different puzzle. There are lots of treasure maps in this, but well, we successfully recovered this one at least. Sleep, smoke cigars, eat food, or drink coffee and alcohol to refill your Deadeye core. No to the coffee. Well, no. No to the alcohol part. Find 3 places where corpses are cut up. Oh, I think there's like a serial killer quest or something. Yeah, I think there's something like that that's in the game. If there's 3 of them, then at that point it'd stand to reason. Oh no, I didn't mean to run those over. That was very unfortunate. Yeah, 3 of them would mean it's like, oh, like triangulate. Person hanging in the shape of the letter X. Ooh. Right, Emerald Ranch. I need to search for Lily Millet.
Oh, come on! Why's it always gotta be such a goddamn performance with you? Now, I told you I'd get you the money next week, and I'll get it.
If you didn't make it this week, who's to say you'll make it next?
Don't you take that tone with me. I thought you said you loved me.
I do, but what I get paid ain't enough for 1 person, let alone 2. Your money's gotta be your problem now.
The only problem I got is this bleating going on in my ear.
This guy's rude.
Where's our money?
What?
That loan you took. It's payday.
I'm sorry. I don't have it right now.
Well then, I guess we got a big problem, don't we?
Cooper, give him what you've got.
I ain't giving him nothing except a lesson in
Damn manners!
Bitch.
Okay, right. Okay. Oh. Okay, stop with the whole fighting thing. Stop. For the love of mercy, please.
Alright. He has all my money. I gave it all to him. Just take everything that you find on him and let's be done with this.
That's... Yeah, serial killer when you find 3 places, 3 maps that guide you to the location.
Got your money. Leave me alone. What do you want? I've got nothing to say to
I
you.
didn't steal that. It's a debt. Oh, damn it. Maybe you should think about the kinds of men you're friendly with, miss.
You've got your money.
Okay, right. This guy, I need to convince this was not a robbery. Or at the very least, convince him to not report this. Excuse me.
Or I'll kill you. I swear. Get back.
Please don't.
Get your face broke. This is it.
Right. You. Oh, no. Oh, he died from being pulled over. Well, probably more from the gunshots than the being pulled over thing, but still. Oh, we had pears, though. And salted venison. Salted meat is preserved, so it'll keep for longer. Oh, ad starting on Twitch. That's okie dokes. Right, we're gonna go turn in these debts. And this might allow us to keep upgrading the camp. So I want to try to not run over more animals on our way back, which would be very nice for us to not do. But let's see. If I press down, it zooms the map out. Compass? Oh wait, oh what? I can expand the map? You can actually set the map to look different ways. That's nice. Okay, this here's a mine. What happened to Scooby-Doo's house in Triria? I don't know. What did happen to Scooby-Doo's house in Triria? Why is there a person being antagonistic over here? Whoa, sir.
Calm down.
Okay, right.
You're done now, yeah?
Right.
Gotcha.
Okay. You need to not open fire on people for no reason. That's just rude. Right. Don't fire at people, or they will rob you.
This is very kind.
Wrote the name wrong? I don't know. If you're talking about Scooby-Doo as in the Reggie, like the cartoon dog,
Nice meeting you.
like the Scooby-Doo, where are you? That guy, then at that point, no. Scooby-Doo is called Scooby-Doo. Triria, I don't actually know that much about this place. That could be the... It might be the house, but we're not going to go and rob it. We're just going to, like, hog tie the fellow because he was being an arsehole. So, right. Let's get to moving. We're going to turn in this quest, and that's going to be the... Okay.
Oh, Christ. Please help me.
Hey,
What's up?
What's with the holler?
Okay. That's not good.
I got bit. Oh, God. Oh, I need medicine. Or a siphon.
Okay, this ain't good.
All right. All right. Quit moaning.
Not a problem. Take your time.
Let's keep this between us.
Oh, you saved my life. I owe you.
Got that right.
I do.
Don't worry about it. Just trying to make up for the fact that I killed the guy.
much like it around here no more.
Glad I could help. Keep your eyes on the ground, huh?
Can I offer him a lift back? Oh, Scooby-Doo's house in Terraria? Oh, Terraria. The place I was building ages and ages and ages and ages and ages ago. Yeah, I just, I kind of didn't keep Terraria going. You know, it's a fun game and everything. It's just like it was time to, like, that's the problem with some of those sandbox games. They keep going and going and going. You can play them forever. So I was like, yeah, at a certain point you gotta say, okay, I think that's plenty of that game. We're gonna move on to something else. Otherwise you get bored with it. But right, let's keep marching on, and then we can break off. Ayo. And we can return the debts. Hopefully buy some upgrades for the camp now. Is this correct, Amundo? Hey, it's boring at some point. Yeah, a lot of games suffer that. Like, there's very few games you can play forever and ever and ever. The closest to the game that I could play forever and not get bored is Stalker Clear Sky. Like, it's probably the closest to one I could just keep going back to over and over.
Hello, Arthur. You'll work it out, Dutch. You always do. You good?
Just can't seem to get a moment's peace.
Hey, it has unlocked the camp upgrades. Lovely stuff. Give all debts. And boom. Receive a cut of each recovered debt you donate to the camp funds. And let's have a look at the ledger and see what we can get. Creativity is also the thing. Right, so there's the cash and the valuables. Okay, fine. Ledger. Now, let's see. What can we upgrade? Not great at creativity? I don't believe that. Everyone has something that they're good at for creativity. It'll just be... takes a bit of time to figure out what you're after. Right, so we've upgraded his food to be less bland now, apparently. He has different things.
How did you get on, Herr Morgan?
Fine. Our accounts are up to date. Sad sacks, a lot of them.
Yeah.
My pleasure.
Sometimes you just need to figure what looks good to you, what you enjoy, even what sounds good to you. Like I, for example, when I'm playing guitar, I like playing blues and I like playing like really heavy metal. Those are the two genres I like playing on guitar the most. And to some people, neither of those sound that good. And it's like, fair. Your creativity is different. You like different things.
If he doesn't have the money, beat him.
But if
I know.
You just say, it's like, I'm not going to try to create something because furthest thing you could imagine was holding a banana. Like, if you're thinking about, like, house designs and all, then at that point, a house design for holding a banana could be quite amusing. You know, could be very amusing, in fact. Right, let's have a look here. Some real variety. Ooh. We could upgrade the provisions. Let's see, what else have we got? Ammunition and arms. Let's go for an upgrade to the tents. Let's do that. Spend a little bit of money to... Oh! So that inspires people to contribute more. A map to help plan journeys. Interesting. Chicken coop. Ooh, potentially. Nice. Oh, leather working tools. Leather working tools for sure. We're definitely getting those. Thinking is tiring. It can be, but you know, sometimes you just don't think about it. Sometimes an idea just happens to you. Like the little paint on the figurines and everything. Most of the ideas I've had for those that have ended up in any way good have been while I've been thinking about something entirely different. Like, sitting working away, and then all of a sudden, oh, there's an idea actually. That's not a bad idea. I can totally try that. And it's, yeah. It ends up being pretty alright overall. Now, let's have a look here and see what Pearson's thing can do. Crafting upgrades. John's lodging. Boar skin. Oh, we need 4 perfect boar pelts for that. Simple person who wants to sleep. Fair. Nothing wrong with wanting to sleep. Main campfire. Moose antlers. Wolf carcass. Snake skin. Beaver pelt. Muskrat pelt. And fox pelt. New. Scout campfire. Goat hide. Elk antler. And buck antlers. Oh, it's satchel. Donate 5 animal carcasses to Pearson to unlock this here. That's okay. Unlock the medicine wagon, or upgrade twice at the satchel, or the thing. Kit satchel. This here is carrying capacity for all types of provisions. Carrying capacity for mostly inedible materials. Valuables satchel. Legends of the East. Greatly expands the carrying capacity for all other types. So I think, let's donate a carcass, shall we? We have one on our horse. So let's get it donated. And that'll help out. Hello. So over here, and let's remove the black-tailed jackrabbit. And there we go. You can have a party. I think you can bring people along with you, yeah? Talk to companions marked on your map to join in. Looks like you can.
Hello, Mr. Strauss.
So, right. If I drop this, can I just donate this? Yes, I can. Donate for provisions. Donate that, and yeah. So that just gives you camp funds. Okay, that's fair. Right, but we're going to call it here for the meantime. Let's do story. Oh, wait, yeah, it is under story. So, story, save game, and we're going to head off. So, we're going to find someone who is live on Twitch that we can drop in on. So, twitch.tv. Let's see who is online. So we can go and head on in and see. Hey, Dabiz is online playing Dark Souls 2. Lovely stuff. Oh, a party in the camp? That could be a good one. Who knows, maybe next week we'll get to see it. But for the meantime, we're going to head on over to Dabiz. So, meantime, if you're watching over on YouTube, if you're watching on TikTok or anything, thanks very much for tuning in. If you're watching on Twitch, however, you'll get to follow me over to watch Dabiz playing some Dark Souls 2. Thank you very much for spending a bit of the Friday evening with me, having a bit of a good time. Hopefully you have, and I will see you tomorrow for I don't know what yet. Who knows? See you tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. Take care of yourself and have a brilliant rest of your Friday. Ta-ra.